Real Greg Kelly here. Let me go and get my brother Hillbilly straight right now. I'm right here, brother. Where the hell you at? As soon as I figure out what the hell I'm doing. All right. So look, I've got some good information for you. Um, you know, we've been constantly talking about, unifying as a people. And I think I did this show a couple of days ago about Joe Biden's inaugural speech, and he was calling for peace. In the midst of this, we can unify. I'm gonna take a pause for the cause. This is the Real Greg Kelly Show. I know I come on all lackadaisical. Sometimes I come on and I'm all in. So I'm all in right now. So if I, miss to do the particulars, please forgive me. Oh, hey, Shell, Warrior Martinez. My wingman is in the house. Angry Stacy's in the house. So once again, Joe Biden calls for unity. And we have already now entered into the realm where freedom of speech is considered terror. Let me say that again. Freedom of speech, America, is now considered terror. You are a terrorist if you exercise your freedom of speech. You are a terrorist. So I want to get into this because there's so many people under the Joe Biden spell, the sweet old man that likes to sniff on children, loves Chinese butt cheeks. If you know what I mean. I've shown pictures of him, with his ass popped up in the air twerking for Xi Jinping. And so just like that, I'm exercising my freedom of speech. And I could be jailed for up to 10 years for exercising my freedom of speech. I want you to get this. I could be jailed for 10 years for exercising my freedom of speech. And I'm not making this up. Not even close. Not even close. And just to make it known, the military's presence in D.C. is all about reminding the American people that democracy is extended at the barrel of a gun. Democracy will be maintained by the barrel of many guns. AOC saying that she doesn't feel safe. So we need thousands of soldiers armed so she can feel safe right outside of her office in Washington. But again, we know the crime rate is through the roof in DC and continues to rise. And the police, the federal police, the police of the government, not the police of the people, are standing guard while the governor of that city is calling for the defunding of the police who are supposed to be serving and protecting the people of its community. And I've got information I'm going to show you. So don't think, this brother's up here just feeding us his own opinion. Oh, no, I don't get down like that. I don't get down like that. Hey, Nana. Oh, man. I don't get down like that. Anna Rodriguez. Hey, sister. But again, in contrast to Joe Biden telling us that it's all about the love, it's all about the healing. I think the love and the healing takes on an entirely different definition when it's coming out of the mouth of Sleepy Joe. Maybe he hasn't been to sleep in a while. Last time I saw him, he had huge bags under his eyes. Maybe he's struggling. As most of us Americans are still struggling, trying to wrap our minds around the reality that this election may have been tampered with. And now Sleepy Joe is calling for unity, but yet when you look at what's taking place, of which I'm going to share a little bit of that with you here in a moment. When you look at what's taking place, you'll find out that maybe it's not really unity that he's calling for. Maybe it's not really healing. Maybe we can heal. Build back better. Maybe Joe Biden has another plan. Maybe Joe Biden is bending over, touching his toes for many, many reasons. The oligarchs may be playing ring around the butthole with Joe Biden. Just in case you didn't know, newsflash, I'm not really afraid of being a target. So I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to say. And I know people are kind of getting away from talking about the truth. They'll say it's politics and it's just too painful to talk about. But not here, because being in the know means knowing how to prepare for what's coming. And I promise you, freedom of speech is under attack in America, and we need to be very, very aware of it. We need to be very, very mindful of this reality that our First Amendment is being attacked all over the board from every angle possible from big government. Ready to go tonight too, Double Tap. We'll be talking about our meeting tonight. If anybody can get a hold of American Angel, please let her know that I need her email address. I don't want to get off topic, but I will get back to that. One of the moderators, please remind me before I go off on a tangent or we end up 10 to 15 hours deep into a stream to talk about tonight's meeting that we're going to be having on Zoom, courtesy of Nana 1776. We love you, sister. Thank you for making that possible. How you doing, Brooke? Whew. I'm going to show you the latest and greatest from our friend Tucker Carlson. I don't know if he's a friend or not, but today he is, because the information that he's given is absolutely factual. And I just want to get you to see and understand the level of deception that we are really, really having to digest fully, deep into our bowels. Hopefully it comes out and doesn't stay in. We don't want to be constipated with Joe Biden's bullshit. Fucking God. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. So as I prepare to share the latest and greatest from Joe Butthole Biden, booty popping Biden. I mean, he is looking a little sweeter here lately. I wonder if he's taking any trips to China. Just saying. But anyway, check this out. Let me make sure I did that right, because I do want you to hear this. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Let's talk about what our friend today, again, we don't know where Tucker's going to be tomorrow, but today Tucker's one of our friends because he's telling the truth about our Presidente. Check this out.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Happy Wednesday. Well, it looks like this is the part of the revolution where they start throwing their political opponents in jail.
We don't need to go any further than that. Throw your political opponents in jail. In jail. Thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate it, brother. I couldn't find her on Phoenix, but if she's one of my opponents, and I'm going to order that she be thrown in jail. As a matter of fact, Hillbilly Patriot, I'm going to throw your ass in jail. Anybody want to go to jail? Speak freely in America. I want to make sure you heard that. Unity, for Democrats means locking up their opponents. I'm not going to digress. I'm gonna let this roll. I might digress. Just pay attention.
Wow, that was fast. It was just a week ago they were telling us about unity. Remember that? What we didn't know at the time is they meant that everyone with power should unite against the rest of the country. Unity meant oligarchy. Oh. Doug Mackey learned that the hard way this morning. Mackey is a 31-year-old conservative journalist from Florida. At 7 a.m., FBI agents showed up at Mackey's house. They threw him in handcuffs and they dragged him to a cell. He now faces 10 years in prison. His crime? He made fun of powerful Democrats on social media.
He made fun of powerful Democrats on TV, social media, so to speak. Okay, so let's back this up. Okay. So this young man is a conservative journalist who made fun, in other words, exercised his freedom to speak freely, and now he's in jail facing federal charges because he spoke ill of one of the political extremists on the left. But remember, we need to come together. There's no future without peace. I'm reminded of the man the Bible speaks of who will come in the name of peace. He's called the man of peace, but he will be bringing great division and great wars as he comes on to the scene. And I'm hoping to God it's not Sleepy Joe Biden. If it is, actually, I'm kind of hoping it is, because he don't have long. He's not going to be with us for a very long time. I mean, he's on his last neural brain wave, per se. Something like that. I'm not a neurologist. I can't even say the word right now. I'm a little bit aggravated, but here's a man in jail because he spoke out freely as the Constitution gives him the right to. And he's in jail for exercising the First Amendment. America, it is really getting real. And that's why we need to be in this meeting tonight as a family, talking about how we can be together and not a target, separated and divided from one another. So yeah, this young man is a terrorist now, and he didn't kill anybody. He didn't strap a bomb to himself, run into any buildings, or get into a car filled with dynamite or C4, drive it into a building, pull up beside the AT&T communications towers and blow them up, or get in a tank and drive throughout the streets and blow up all the cell phone towers he can find. He didn't hold anybody hostage. He was on social media and began to speak freely. Whew. Let me continue. Here we go.
As the federal criminal complaint puts it, quote, Mackey made coordinated use of social media to spread disinformation relevant to the impending 2016 presidential election. This disinformation, the Biden administration solemnly explained, quote, often took the form of memes. Yes, memes. Online mockery. Mockery online is now illegal when it's aimed at the wrong people. Doug Mackey hurt their feelings, so they put him in jail. According to Joe Biden's Justice Department, Doug Mackey violated 18 U.S. Code Section 241. He did this by tricking people, like the dastardly trickster that he is, into not voting in the presidential election.
Okay, so technically speaking and realistically speaking, my fellow Americans, you can manipulate people into voting or not voting by creating a meme. I'd imagine that a lot of our federal prisons are going to be filled with a lot of meme makers not long from now. I'm warning you now, you meme makers in the chat room, you better lock down your computers and delete all of your memes. God forbid you keep any memes on your phone. Get rid of them. because if you don't, you may end up in jail. I mean, how absurd. I mean, is anybody else feeling like this is absurd? I'm feeling like this is absurd because a meme can get you locked up in America right now, especially if that meme is saying something funny or quote unquote disinforming about one of these political extreme politicians, these left-wing extremists that they don't want to be called, but they want to call us right-wing extremists. I mean, which one looks the more extreme to you? Going to jail for a damn meme? You can't make this up, people. Warrior, if you go to jail for a meme, I will put money on your books. How do you even know about putting money on books? I'll talk to you later. So yeah, we have our first American political prisoner. I want you guys to really, really take note of that. Our first recorded political prisoner who happens to be an American who did not commit any acts of violence against any other human being. He just hurt the little lefty's feelings because he made a meme and is in jail right now as we speak without bond. Whew. Let's continue.
What's interesting is that prosecutors showed no evidence whatsoever that Doug Mackey actually tricked anyone into anything, voting or not a single person. But that doesn't matter, shrieks CNN. Doug Mackey is a bad person with bad views. And by the way, we have no idea what Doug Mackey's views are. We don't care. What CNN is telling us is that those views are a crime. He's a criminal. Lock him up. Give him a longer sentence than we give to rapists, which they're trying to do. As of tonight, that is the official position of the Lynch Mob channel. But hold on a minute, as a legal matter. Have you ever read 18 U.S. Code Section 241? Probably not, but you should. Look it up. When you read it, you will learn that Joe Biden's Justice Department is lying in a...
I'm going to back that up. Now, I told you when he was calling for peace that I didn't believe a thing he had to say. It sounded so good. I mean, I like to give you one more rendition of my Joe Biden, just the tone of his voice. We need to come together as Americans. I don't even know what else he said, but it was like this. Oh, it's time to end the Trump hysteria and come together as one people. But we're not going to deal with those Trump supporters. They're terrorists, and we're together. We're going to lock their asses up. I mean, he should have just said that because that's what he meant. I'm going to stop digressing, and I'm going to go forward.
A very obvious way, and that should make you very nervous. It turns out that federal law does not ban memes, or for that matter, misinformation, whatever that is. The law that Biden's prosecutors are citing instead prohibits, quote, conspiring to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate anyone from exercising the right to vote. According to the law, that would include kidnapping voters, invading their homes, sexually abusing them. Doug Mackey didn't do any of that, not even close to any of that. Doug Mackey made memes. Therefore, he's a domestic terrorist. Speech is violence, dissent is a felony.
Speech is violence, dissent is a felony. America, I am hoping that we are paying attention. It doesn't get any more communistic than this. In the very, very beginning phases of ushering out the manners and customs of our republic. The manners and customs of our republic are severely under attack. And this is why this young man is in prison, well, in jail, held without bond on federal charges, misinformation, but being accused of hindering someone from voting by means of kidnapping or communicating threats or communicating acts of violence, which he did none of, but he is in jail today for exercising his First Amendment. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning of a reign of terror. This is the beginning of a dictatorship. This is it. And I want everybody to be aware of it. I'm not here to blow hot air. I mean, to me, this is not a game. I mean, a fellow American is being held in prison or in jail without a bond for creating memes. He's a content creator, a conservative journalist who's now in jail for creating a meme. I mean, on what planet? On what planet is it illegal to display or exercise your First Amendment right through social media? Well, welcome to the new America. Welcome to the new America. Let's continue. I want you to get all of this.
What, you may be wondering, does a case like this mean for the First Amendment? Well, it means that it's effectively suspended. You can now be arrested for saying the wrong things. And at 7 a.m. this morning, one journalist actually was arrested for that. Almost no one tonight seems to be defending him. He had bad thoughts. He deserves it. They think it's okay. And that shouldn't surprise you, because we're clearly living under some form of martial law at the moment. How do we know that? Well, here's one indication. There are nearly 10,000 federal troops in our capital city tonight. Ooh, that's a hint. Why are they there? How long will they be staying? No one is being very specific about any of that, so you're left to draw your own conclusions, which people naturally are. And by the way, it's not making anyone more moderate. If you're really worried about extremism, you probably wouldn't put 10,000 federal troops in your capital city, making everyone more radical and crazy. But they don't care about that. The point of this whole highly militarized exercise is to remind you of what Chairman Mao once famously said: political power grows from the barrel of a gun. Unfortunately, that is true in every country at all times. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy is no genius, but he does understand that. As he explained today, as long as his political opponents exist, those soldiers will stay.
Now, I want you to listen to this fool. And if you don't think that we're in trouble, think again. Listen to this nonsense now. And look, this is on CNN, and they're talking about this stuff like it's okay. It's okay that that young man's in jail for exercising his freedom of speech. He's branded as a terrorist for speaking. Listen to this nut.
The threat to the country is not over, right? We still have 5,000 National Guard members surrounding the Capitol complex. Why? Because there are still existing threats, present threats to the security of the Capitol. And so long as Donald Trump is empowered by Senate Republicans, there is still the chance that he is going to incite another attempt at the Capitol. The threat is still very real to American democracy.
Wow. As long as Donald Trump is being empowered by the Senate Republicans, he may very well incite more violence against the democracy. He never incited violence in the first place. Anyone that heard Donald Trump's speech on January the 6th without any type of orange man bad brain virus juices flowing through them, eating away at their ability to rightly hear and comprehend what the English language reveals to us by way of the Webster Dictionary and years of schooling, nobody would have concluded that Donald Trump incited anything. I mean, actually, he spoke against it. I believe he used the terms, make your voices heard peacefully. Conservative Bear is in the house. And they're still using this as a gaslighting tool to justify and to hide from the American people the declaration of democracy being extended by the barrel of a gun. This cannot be disregarded. This will not be voted out. This is a Jurassic Park-sized tick burrowing itself into the land. This is the alien creature in the movie Aliens laying embryos inside of host bodies. This is the story of the Nephilim in Genesis chapter 5, where ancient beings are releasing a spiritual yet physical seed, creating a hybrid being, a race of giants. This is the politics and the political extremes trying to impregnate the American people with fear, dominance. This is the government bringing the people to its knees in subservience. And yes, Bear, I am wearing your merch, brother. Roll that music. Let's continue.
Okay. So as long as there are people in this country who persist in disagreeing with Chris Murphy, explains Chris Murphy, we're going to need to keep thousands of heavily armed soldiers on the scene. Why specifically? Because, and we're quoting now, the threat is still very real to American democracy. But wait, democracy requires soldiers? We thought it was voluntary. If you're starting to think that maybe someone at some point secretly redefined the term democracy, changing its meaning to roughly 180 degrees from what it was just last year, you may be onto something. What we're looking at now is not democracy in the classical Athenian sense, where everyone gets to vote and the voice of everyone matters equally. No, what we're looking at now is instead democracy in the 1970s Eastern Bloc People's Democratic Republic sense. This new version of democracy is a democracy where everyone fervently agrees with the people in power, or else they go immediately to jail.
Hey, I didn't say it, and I'm not the one executing it either. I'm just bearing the message. I'm just delivering the message. I just want you to know what we're up against. I want you to know it with clarity. I don't want anybody to be deceived. I don't want anybody to think, well, they don't really mean that. Get caught up in that mush brain mentality of the liberal side of the house and the Democratic side of the house, because after having a conversation with yet another lefty, I understand that their political biasness and their disdain for democracy is unparalleled by any people group I think I've ever encountered in my life. There is no reasoning with a fool. And I want you to know that there's no escaping the reach of this government until we unify. Until we unify. And at this point, I don't think anybody is confused unless they're on the left side of the aisle. This has nothing to do with the color of your skin at this point. It never did. It never did have anything to do with the color of your skin. This is about who will obey and who will not obey. At the end of the day, the new democracy is, if you don't agree with me, the dictator, your ass may end up in a concentration camp. And don't think that that's a far-fetched statement. Just take a look at what's happening or some of the bills that are on the table in the great city of New York City. The great New York state. Make sure you evaluate and investigate what they're proposing to be built in New York. Detention centers. Sometimes they're called re-education camps. But we all know what they are, and we all know who they're for. Or who they're going to be for. We know who they're going to be for, right? Tell me you know who they're going to be for. Okay. Check it out.
Doug Mackey's problem, it turns out, is that he didn't properly understand what democracy is. Thankfully, Congressman Tim Ryan of Ohio does understand it, and he explained it to us today. We're not letting those soldiers go home, Tim Ryan said, until they do what our special operations forces did in Iraq and Afghanistan. Watch this.
Who in our government and our military have had experience around crowd control, maybe even special operations forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. Like, how can we learn everything we need to learn to reset the posture on Capitol Hill? And we're not going to let the National Guard go home, or we're not going to create an unsafe environment for the country's business until we have that figured out.
Oh, they're specialists in controlling unruly populations. We get it.
Wow.
Rather than answer our questions or improve our lives, you're bringing in people with guns to remind us that you're in charge and dissent is illegal. That's a big change. You may have thought you were a decent American in good standing. 10 years ago, nobody in this country would have called your views extreme. They weren't extreme then. You don't think they're extreme now? You've always considered yourself a pretty moderate person. Live your life and get along with others. Oh, that's not possible now because the rules have changed. You are now a dangerous insurgent. You are no different from a bloodthirsty Pashtun in Helmand province or an ISIS terrorist in Erbil. You're part of a guerrilla insurgency. Or maybe.
Okay. I want to make sure everybody heard that, because if you're in this chat room, if you're on this channel, if you support the Constitution, if you love freedom of speech, if you love the right to bear arms, those two, everything you are an insurgent. I want you to get it. I really do. I want you to understand what you're being tagged as. If you're going to own private property and you're going to be able to, and you have the right to defend that property at all costs against terrorists, foreign or domestic. But what happens when the person that's actually executing their freedoms become the terrorist? Somebody, riddle me that. So, like, when did the Constitution change? Do we have a new Constitution that anybody can produce on the show? Do we have a new Constitution? Did Joe Biden write a new Constitution and sign it in the Oval Office without anyone knowing, and it's now been brought into power? We talk about domestic terrorists, and you mention in the same breath freedom-loving people. What you understand is that the people that love freedom at this point are the terrorists. And they're specifically targeting people who voted for Donald Trump, supporters, financiers, people who were at the voting polls in support of Orange Man Bad, the rebel leader, the revolutionist, the inciter of terror is what they call him. So anybody politically, directly or indirectly, anybody that can, their finances can be traced back to him, even people like me who will go on and just tell you the truth that, hey, I don't believe that Joe Biden won that election in a fair manner. I don't. But I could be thrown into jail for saying it because the thought police are in full effect. The thought police are in full effect. And that's why we must do what we need to do. We need to be united on all fronts. We need to have one another's backs And we need to have our fronts, our sides. We need to cover each other. Because we never know when the serpent is going to strike, and we never know where the serpent is going to strike. I'm sure that young man was 100% minding his business before the federal government showed up at his house and threw him in handcuffs, slapped him in a federal jail cell somewhere, and told him that you're here with us for the duration for making a meme. I'm sure he got the shock of his life. I'm sure he is so perplexed and so confused about what it is he did wrong. Because again, the rules have changed. And they're still changing. I was listening to Dr. Fauci this morning give us a nonsensical response to a question I believe was asked. Hey, what do you do after you get the vaccine? Well, he didn't say that. He didn't answer that question directly. He said, well, let me tell you what you don't need to do. You don't need to go back and start living life as normal quite yet. I'm like, why, Dr. Fauci? Why not? Well, because it takes about 10 days for after the first dose for you to get some type of, for the vaccine to have some type of efficacy. So you should probably wait another 10 days before you travel. But it's not a license to travel. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't travel at all just because you have the vaccination. I'm telling you now, if you ever thought that life would return to normal if you get a vaccine, you were lied to again. These people are getting really good at lying. How about a man in Texas 2 days ago refusing to wear a mask, was beaten and tased by Texas police, thrown in jail? Is it getting any clearer that this is not a game? All right, we're going to wake up every morning and it's going to be the same nightmare. It's not going away. We're not going to sleep it away. We're not going to avoid it away. We're not going to drink it away. You're not going to change the subject and make it go away. It's not going away. You're not going to find peace because it's going to be here. We can talk about anything we want to talk about on our shows. We can divert it. We can switch it around. We can run and hide, or we can do whatever, but it's not going anywhere. This is a real mountain. This is a real foe, a real enemy. A true enemy against true freedom. And I say again, it's not going anywhere. How you doing, Brother Lawrence? What's going on? I don't want anybody to be deceived. Let's continue with this video. Let's get through this before I explode.
It's a guerrilla consurgency. That's possible, too. Have you seen the pictures from January 6th? Some of those terror leaders seemed suspiciously furry. Here's the mastermind behind that terrible insurrection. The jihadi known by his nom de guerre, Chewbacca guy.
Hey, man. Glad to see you guys. You guys are patriots. Look at this guy. He's got covered in blood. God bless you.
Yes.
You good, sir? Do you need medical attention?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
I got shot in the face. Where are they? I got shot in the face with some kind of plastic bullet.
Any chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing?
We will. I've been making sure they ain't disrespecting the place.
Okay, just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place.
I know.
Sad news tonight. Chewbacca guy is no longer available for your kid's 7th birthday party. He's in prison tonight. We'll tell you when they move him to Gitmo or some undisclosed black site. And when they do, Sandy Cortez will breathe easier. Back during the great terrorist siege of January 6th, Sandy Cortez found herself in the same city as Chewbacca guy. Literally in the same city. Trapped and abandoned, just like those lonely, valiant troops in Corregidor so many years ago. She really thought she was going to die.
I had a pretty traumatizing event happen to me. I can tell you that I had a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die.
I mean, these people, these people. I don't know. Hey, Hollywood is missing out on some of the world's best actors. They need only go move their recruiting, teams to Washington, D.C., y'all. And yes, Shell, that was a police officer being quite friendly with an insurgent member. Can I ask you guys to please remove yourself from the Senate wing? Because this is like the most sacredest place. Where we're just going to make sure nobody disrespects the place. Okay. Need I go there? Wow. Everybody's good, Survivor. Hope that lunch is good, brother. Email me some. I got the white lip going on and everything. Starving. I mean, Cortez is just a prolific liar. I had a real close encounter, and for a moment, I thought I was going to die. I mean, anybody can see this woman's full of shit. Anybody. Yeah, they were all like this. Hey, do you need any medical attention? Nope, we're good. I got shot in the face with a rubber bullet. Do you want me to look at that for you? No, I'm good. Okay. I mean, I wonder if that guy who was in the police uniform, I wonder if he was actually police. I just wonder. Was he really an officer? I mean, does that officer have a job right now? Has like that ever even crossed our minds? Like, how many of the officers who we clearly saw opening the barricades, how many of them actually still have jobs? Oh, I mean, did any of them go to jail at all? Were any of them even brought under investigation? How about the chief of police? Did anybody interview that guy? I don't know. But let's continue with this video. Disturbing.
So thankfully, they've arrested Chewbacca guy and the rest of his marauding band of terrorists, many of them well over 65 years old. So there's still a little justice in this country. But hairy stoners in Viking hats are not the only threat that Sandy Cortez faces tonight. No, far from it. There are the other members of Congress to worry about. Some of them are Republicans, and you know what that means. At any moment, these people are likely to open fire indiscriminately on the House floor purely out of racism. And of course, she's worried about that. Listen.
We still don't yet feel safe around other members of Congress.
How many are we?
I think a very considerable amount. The moment you bring a gun onto the House floor in violation of rules, you put everyone around you in danger. I don't care if you accidentally set it off. I don't care if you intentionally set it off. I don't care if you don't set it off at all. You are endangering the lives of members of Congress. And it is absolutely outrageous that we even have to have this conversation.
Oh my God, man. Oh man. How about Cortez for an Oscar? Anybody? Anybody? I think she deserves it. She's probably one of the best actors Hollywood has never recorded. This is classic. This is awesome. And the guy Cuomo, we didn't even have to go. I'm not even going to waste my breath on that asshole. Oh, let's continue.
It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous, said the leader of America's Narcissism Party, the fastest growing party in the country. Even on the House floor, surrounded by other elected members of Congress, democratically elected, Sandy Cortez did not feel safe. And that, my friends, is why we need tens of thousands of armed federal troops right outside her office tonight so that Sandy Cortez can finally, for once, take a breath and get back to the vital business of making perky Instagram videos about herself. The business of the people. It must go on. Well, of course it must. We all support that. Though now that we're talking about the people, you've got to wonder what they think of all of this, the actual people. No one in power cares what they think, obviously. None of this is about the people who are actually suffering in our country, the millions of them. No. We're watching one of those rare revolutions, rare in world history, that's being waged not on behalf of the general population, but waged against it. All of this is being done expressly for the oligarchs. None of it is being done for you. Of course, if you live in Washington, D.C., you already knew that very well. Federal troops are not protecting your home tonight. Sandy Cortez doesn't care if you get robbed or carjacked, as more and more people are, as crime skyrockets. Sandy Cortez and her friends want to abolish your police, not their police. Here's a scene from the rest of the city of Washington.
Carmelo Duncan was 15 months old when he was fatally shot Wednesday night in Southeast. His father was driving the vehicle, and the toddler was strapped into his car seat when he was struck with bullets. The preliminary investigation point out at least 2 people opened fire on the car as it drove by Southern Ave, hitting the car at least 10 times.
The toddler was struck with bullets in his car seat, right next to his father. This happened in Washington, D.C., within walking distance of the Capitol.
Did anybody know anything about the little boy being killed in D.C. about 2.5 blocks away from the Capitol? So where were those troops then? Oh, man, they were, protecting Miss Cortez, right? Because she's real important. Oh, the world can't go on without Sandy Cortez. The world can't go on without the Capitol building and the people in it. No. But Black Lives Matter, though, right? Look at that. Logic even feels the same way. Double tap. He didn't hear nothing about it. Right? But Black Lives Matter, right? Just not that little kid's life. Maybe he wasn't black enough. I mean, it is sad what we are faced with. It is sad what we're coming up against. It's sad what's coming up against us and why it's coming up against us. Because we love freedom, because we love truth, because we love God, because we love morals, because we love standards, and because we love each other. Yeah, the little innocent boy, his life had the fraction of a value than the life of George Floyd. Just to give you an idea of how unreasonable, how insane these people on the left are. It's like, talking to a young lady today, and it was stated that, January 6th was the most devastating attack on the Capitol building in the history of American democracy, as though to compare on the siege that took place in the early 60s after the death of Dr. Martin Luther King, the thousands of people that were injured and died, and the rubble that was left of the Capitol building, but a few broken windows and 5 dead souls, far outweighs what happened in the early 60s. Far outweighs it. But they say they're reasonable people and they want to use logic. But they're not willing to reason with reality. They only want to reason against ideals. But when you present them with facts, they go off on these Donald Trump tangents. I'm starting to think these fools were more under the influence of Donald Trump than people that actually voted for him. I mean, they so despise Donald Trump, not realizing that it's not Donald Trump that we love so much, though we do love Donald Trump. It's what Donald Trump stands for, that the American spirit thrives in. Conservative Bear, it's the $20 bill that they are seeking to put Harriet Tubman on. Hey, God bless Harriet Tubman and what she did for her people. Put her on a $20 bill. I don't have no issue with it. I take issue with freedoms being taken from the people who made it possible. You know, it's so funny when, you know, people on the left talk about, you know, slavery and what happened. And, you know, we want to hold all the white people accountable. All the black people should just hate the white people because of what they did to our ancestors. Well, what about those ancestors who fought to make this country what it is? What about those people? What about what they stood for and what they died for? Doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. So you can't have reasonable conversations with people who are simply not going to listen to you because it doesn't agree with what they feel and think. No. And you're going to be their enemy for life, and they'll put you anywhere they can just to get you out of their way so they can do what they want. And God forbid you speak up and use your voice. You're going to be thrown in jail, concentration camps, who knows, whatever they can come up with to justify because you're a terrorist. And they want to use our United States military to execute their wicked plan against the people. And if you don't understand what that looks like, if you don't understand what's going on, the bottom line is freedom-loving people will be slaves in this country if we don't find a way to push back. And that's a fact. That's a reality that every person is faced with, no matter what side of the political aisle you find yourself on. No matter where you find yourself, no matter who you support, no matter what political leaders you want to finance and you want to vote for, none of that's going to matter in the end. I hope there are people from the other side listening. I doubt it, but I hope there are a few of you that will say, you know, I can listen a little bit to the other side. At least they have, you know, some type of factual premise to stand on, some foundation that's not based off some sick, twisted narrative that's been shoved down our throats by big media, Jeff Bezos and his long pocketbook. I called it the pocketbook for a reason. But at least we can find some type of evidence that we can build on and show to the people that we can actually back up what we're saying. And we're not just filled with emotion and running around like aimless toddlers, beating each other across the head because somebody keeps taking my toy. It's absolutely absurd. It's 24 seconds left in this video. Let's get through it. I have something a little less weighing on the heart to show you after this.
But no one inside that domed building, the ones who were so afraid of Chewbacca Man, noticed or cared. So whatever else you conclude from this tale of two cities, to dip into the cliche bin for a moment, here's one thing you can be certain of. It's not actually violence that Sandy Cortez and her fellow Democrats are worried about. No, it's something else. So why are all those federal troops at the Capitol?
Leave you with that question. All right, let me decompress real quick. Want to give a shout out to the family that's in the chat room. Love you guys. Thank you for purchasing the shirts. It's a real blessing. I just want to let you guys know that none of those transactions will go through until Monday. So be patient. It's not my fault. If it was on me, you'd have them already. I would have priority mailed them to you immediately. Okay, let me stop sharing that screen there. Kind of lost it a little bit, but again, my family, I want you to know that that's what we're faced with. That's what we're faced with, and that's why we are going to collectively unite. It's going to be a collective effort. We're going to do this together. We're going to find a way to stay together, to build something together. And it's not just talk. I promise you. I know I can't do it by myself, but I promise you, if we put our heads together, our hearts together, and our pocketbooks together, we could really, really make something happen. And I intend to do my part. And I need everybody that loves freedom that's in this session with me to do theirs. If you so desire not to, it will be no love lost. But whatever we set our affections to do, we can accomplish. Number one, God is with us, and with him we can do all things. I believe it with all my heart. With all my being, I don't think that there's nothing we cannot accomplish if we do it together, if we do it with the right idea. There is no more talking. At this point, talking is a crime. It's time to take action. Warrior, that intro is still under construction. It kind of, slipped through the cracks there. It's still under construction. But as soon as it's done, you will get to see it. Okay, I'm opening up the doors. Anybody wants to come hang out, you're very welcome to. I have a really funny video that Tina Howard sent me. I'm going to share with everybody. It's epic. I think we all could use some laughter after that. Angry Joker is in the building. What's going on, brother? Actions are louder than words for sure. And that's why we have to take action. Because again, don't forget, freedom of speech is violence. It's terror. You're a terrorist. How dare you speak freely in this country? How dare you speak freely in Joe Biden's America? How dare you? What's going on, Justice? I'm doing too much. How dare you open your mouth and just be human and just be an American? How dare you? You're a Chinese American at this point without the DNA. You belong to China. Joe Biden's going to round us all up, and before they put us in concentration camps, he's going to sniff every one of our asses. I think he likes that. Anyway, okay, hey, I can keep hanging out by myself. That's fine. I'm going to show this video courtesy of Tina Howard. Made me laugh. Hey, I'll bring Bear up here if he's willing to come. Absolutely. But you gotta. Oh, here, Billy. I know you are at work, brother. Okay, I know. I still love you. All right, work. Do some damn work. How the hell you at work? Work, man. What are you doing? I told you earlier today you're stealing money. Okay, give me a second, Joker. Give me 1 second. I think I have your email right here somewhere. Bam. Let's see. I got Joker's email. Yup. I don't want you guys to talk too loud, man. I can hear your conversations. I can hear you. Big Tech is listening. You better not talk about Joe Biden. So I just wanted you guys to ponder on that. I want you to really think about that, what I shared with you earlier. Let's see. Where's my spreadsheet at? Oh, here we go. I have you guys in the spreadsheet, and here is Joker. Okay, Joker, I am sending you a link, brother. Right now. I think. Yeah. Get back over there. It is on the way. Special delivery, my brother. Yes, I had to create the spreadsheet so I wouldn't lose everybody's info. Oh, shoot. Come on. See, I done sent you. Eesh. Okay, well, that's the wrong email address any damn way. Okay. Hey, Joker, make sure I've got your email right. I thought I copied it right. Send it to me again on StreamYard. On Phoenix, brother. Because that's not right. I probably need to test all of these emails. I'm not too bright. But anyway, I'm going to show you this video. I think you guys are really going to like this one. All right, Deplorable. I got you guys in the spreadsheet, but I'm probably going to do a test email for everybody and all of you who's come back as like some type of mail Damon that I didn't get you right. I'll sniff you out. That's right. I'll find you because I'm infected with sniffism. I'm mutating. My nose is getting bigger and bigger. And I'll sniff you. Anyway. All right, so Bear, you want to come up, man? Let me know. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare. All right, I will send you the yes. God dang it. You people. All right, conservative. Bam, 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 PayPal. There you go, buddy. You're off. It's off. Now let's get to this video. I think you guys are going to like this. Yes. All right. So, before I dig into the video, I just want to give my final and last disclaimer. You damn patriots, you better not go around here speaking your damn mind. I want you to know right now that I'm part of Joe Biden's military arm, and I'll hem your asses up. That you start talking. Did you understand that talking is a crime around here? And I'm the enforcer. That's right. I'm here to enforce Joe Biden's new law. I'm the damn law. You do what I tell you. Shit. You damn patriots. You make me damn sick. Lock your asses up. Around this mother. Y'all damn near made me cuss. Hit me up. Okay. I'm confused. But anyway, it's a new sheriff in town. Well, I don't know if I could be the damn sheriff because I'm kind of dark skinned. I don't think they like these kind around here. But I tell you what, I do whatever he tells me to do. That's right, Joe Biden. I do whatever Joe Blow Biden tells me to do. And if I catch one of you mother effers on social media talking about Joe Biden, your ass is going to jail. And that's just what it's going to be. Hell. Y'all know who y'all messing with. All right, where the heck are you at, Bear? I mean, crying out loud. Let me check my Phoenix thing here. I want to try to get the well, shucks. I want to shut up. Get out of here. Dedicated page. Yeah, I'm just acting crazy. That's all. Don't y'all mind me. I ain't built right. My mind ain't right. Well, come on, man. So none of my emails are working. Like I just sent Bear this email. All right, Bear, I'm sending it to you on Phoenix, man. I mean, for crying out loud. Why ain't that working? I got another mail, Damon. Conservative Bear at conservativechicanos.com. I mean, that's what the freak it is. I got him. I'm gonna send it to you on the other one, brother. I'm sorry. Compose. Let's go here. There we go. Check your other email, brother. And if this one don't work, I'm gonna throw this email ass in jail. Tired of this shit. All right, I got Logic. Got it. Okay. All right. Woo! Well, anyway, I'm just trying to let y'all know what's going on around here in the country. It's going to be a new damn country now. You mark my goddamn word. All right, I got my brother back here in the house. I'm going to do like I always do. Welcome to the stage. The drunk one, the conservative one, the growling one, the one and the only Conservative Bear.
What is up, conservative?
baby?
Greg, what's up, baby? What are you doing?
Acting stupid. Acting stupid, man.
I'm listening to you while I'm on my walk, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah. You know, I'm doing that thing, the other channel, so I gotta get my workout on. Dude, man, I fucked up with that Harriet Tubman, man. I thought it was a $10 bill, man.
Nah, it's the 20. But I mean, you got the right idea. All right, sis, I'm sending you the link, Deplorable. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. So,
Am I back?
Yeah, you froze. He's gone. Okay. He's back. It's happening. Yeah, you back, brother.
I was on my Wi-Fi because there's this big old hill by my house that I walk up.
Okay.
And but I go right in front of my house, so it connects to Wi-Fi and disconnects, and try listening to an audiobook like that.
Wow. Can I deplore? I'm tripping. I got all this stuff right here in front of me. But anyway, so what did you think about the video?
Which one?
The one I just shared.
I missed it, man, because I was trying to connect.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, what you really got? Oh my freaking Lord, Jesus! How in the world do I copy? There we go. Let's try to copy that. There we go. Holy God! I hate spreadsheets, people. There we go. And yeah, it's about freaking time.
Man, I really got a Santa Claus beard.
Oh, brother, you look great. I think you look great, man. So anyway, the subject matter was, we had a guy sent to jail out of Florida. He was a conservative journalist. He posted some memes that many people deemed to be inappropriate, and they locked him up.
Dude.
For some memes. A journalist locked up because he posted some memes about some political figures that they found offensive, and he's officially in jail.
But isn't the First Amendment freedom of the press?
Hold on. Breaker 19. We got one walking down the street down here, boss. He seems to be one of them damn patriots. He's talking about the damn First Amendment. Come get his ass right now. He looks like he's got a salt and pepper beard, and he looks like he might be a Chicano. 10-4 over.
But seriously, isn't that your First Amendment as a journalist, the freedom of the press?
Man, it's your First Amendment for being a human in America. You know what I'm saying? So so this guy is officially locked up, facing 10 years in prison, man, for a freaking meme.
Bro, I'm a stone cold terrorist, bro.
Breaker 19. He may even have a crew, people. He says he's terrorist. I think there's multiples. Send back up, over.
Not only am I part of this coalition, dude, but I was in DC. You know what I mean? So I'm not.
Oh, boss, he was in DC. I know there's a damn mob of them right now. Send the SWAT team.
Dude, it's ridiculous that they're willing to defecate on our Constitution, defecate on the foundation of which this country was founded upon, bro. It makes no sense. Bro. And the sad
deplorable.
thing is,
I sent the link for you.
And the sad thing is, dude, is as Americans, most Americans are allowing it to happen. Nobody's willing to talk about it. Nobody's willing to rise up about it.
Yeah. And that's where we can't stay. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, man. I really feel like that's what I'm assigned to do. But hold on. Breaker 19. He says he's a Second Amendment, and I think he's got bear arms. Send 2 SWAT teams. And send the armored tank too. I think we got us one, boss. Over.
Bro, back a long time ago, I think I was in high school. There was a comic book or a comic strip in the newspaper, and it was a picture of the founding fathers, and they were writing the Second Amendment. And in the strip, they ended up, George Washington have Benjamin Franklin wearing actual bear arms. I go and it says, "Do you think that they would really forget?" Do you think they could really misinterpret this?
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
at
dude.
this point, nothing is shocking to me.
And that was from 20 years ago, so they were already implanting it in the kids' minds back then.
I mean, brother, the Constitution is under attack, man, and the people that love it are too. And I know I'm up here having a lot of fun. I'm really just, decompressing. But we really have to do something about the distance that we are apart, how we can come together. If it's, I really got some ideas. We're going to talk about it later on tonight. I've already got you on my email list to participate in that meeting tonight. You can if you want to. But you're going to be sent an email via Zoom if I can make sure everything's right.
I go live at 9:30 now, so I'm on the late shift, so that's 11:30 your time. So I'll be there, man.
Okay, good God, 11:30 my time. Whew, boy, man.
Yeah, dude.
Big.
That's because I don't want to step on anybody's feet, dude, or toes or something like that, dude. So I know 9:30 is a good time. And I got some wilding out people in that chat, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
conservative Texan, you will get one, brother. You on the list, man. If anybody, a matter of fact, let me read you off the names that I have there, the code names. The deep state. Wait a minute, Breaker 19. They're talking in code. We believe we have a secret underground operative operation going on. They probably got bunkers and every damn thing. They're talking over to what they call it, shortwave radio. We've got an insurgent group. Over.
Bro, was that Alex Jones fucking turning us in?
Yeah, because apparently now he's a spy, and he's turning us in. I can't believe the shit that's coming out of these people's mouths, man. It's unfucking believable.
This is about Enrique Tarrio too. Enrique Tarrio is a spy, an informant.
I've heard it. But who gives a damn? I don't even give it. You know why I don't care? They're saying he communicated with the police back in 2012. Okay, all right, that's okay. Maybe he did do it in 2012. If he did, I don't care. If he didn't, I still don't care, because that's not the point. The point is where he is now, what he's standing up for now. Anybody, you can look at anybody's past and find something that's not, likable. But the truth of the matter is, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. We can look back at Joe Biden's past, find dirt. Anybody's past and find dirt. But guess what, man? Nobody seems to care, right? About Joe Biden's 94 crime bill, which is the most devastating bill ever written against the American people, especially the African American people. But don't nobody give a fuck about that. Don't nobody care about Burisma, the laundering of the money, the pro quid quo that was right there in front of our face. Nobody gives a damn about that. So who gives a fuck if Enrique Tarrio found himself in a jam and he decided to leak a little bit of information, to make his landing on his ass a little softer? Okay, so what,
bro? Don't forget, dude. If Joe Biden, you look at his past, dude, he has a fucking graveyard, bro. Not just a couple of bones in his closet. That motherfucker has a graveyard.
Yeah, my point exactly. Breaker 19. We got one talking about President Biden. He says he's got a graveyard. I think he's gonna try to put him in a graveyard. Send the SWAT team, send the snipers, send the armored tanks. We need Overwatch. We need F-16s. We need drones. We've got a whole army of them out here. Come on, somebody help me now. I'm taking fire. I mean, God Almighty. I mean, that's all it takes. Speak freely, and next thing you know, they swear to God they're under fire because you're talking. Because you speak, you're under fire. So again, freedom of speech is violence. Saying the word, just speaking words is violence in America.
Oh, you didn't know that, bro?
I do now. I know that now.
Dude, they hate Americans, bro. They hate free thinking Americans. Because a free thinking America is a dangerous America against the globalists, the elitists. And when you sit there and you have a thought that goes against the grain, they hate you. And that's what they're seriously working on, is destroying this country by getting free-thinking Americans behind bars. Man, I'm telling you, man, this hill kicks my ass.
Hey, that's that good work, though. That's that real good work, though, brother. I am still trying to send emails to people that aren't getting them. Paste. I guess this is good to know now instead of finding this out later. Because I would be in a bind if paste. I'm still getting mail demons. It doesn't make any sense that I'm getting mail demons. But anyway, so how is that going for you? How is this new journey going for you on a personal level?
Last week I was down 7 pounds. So I'm pushing myself a little harder this week. Simply for the fact that I have a goal, man. I don't have a time frame for that goal, but I have a goal. And I want to show people that if you want it, you could achieve it, bro.
Well, you inspiring me to get off my fat ass.
If you want it, man, anything you want in this country, you could attain it by doing hard work, pushing through. Dude, I should have never let, and I regret, I want to kick my own ass. If I could go back to February of last year, or when COVID lockdown, I would kick my own ass, bro. The fuck was I thinking, dude, putting on almost 50 pounds?
Whew. It happens. So I'm having a problem here. Floki. Not Flo. Yeah, Floki. Oh, I'm tripping, brother. Hold on. I got you. No wonder you. I got you. I'm tripping. I told y'all, man, if I was by myself, I would be a wreck. Floki. Where are you? There you go.
I can't see the chat, so it's because I'm mobile walking.
Yeah, man. Listen, brother, you in the best situation you could possibly be in. You're out there getting that exercise. That's what you want to do. You own your grind. Dedicated Patriot Woman is in the car. I can't say she's in the building, but she's in the car. She's hanging out with us. What's going on, sis?
Not much. Just got deplorable from work and trying to get out of here before traffic.
Yes. Oops. What's holding the building? I feel you, Double Tap. I sure do. All right, Floki, it's in the air now, brother. The kite is flying. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Working on it. So have you been paying attention to what we're doing here, sis? Were you stealing money at work?
I don't work, so
I guess yeah, you're good. I wrecked that train. Oops. My bad.
I'm I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom, so.
Okay. You want to trade? I'll babysit. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it.
I'll only give you havoc every couple hours because it's
Yes. I mean, you have one of the most important jobs in the world, sis. One of the most important and one of the most rewarding jobs in the world. And yes, Hillbilly Patriot, you are stealing money because you are still in this stream while you at work, which means you more than likely ain't doing a damn thing. Hold on. Bring it 19. We got one in the job. He ain't working. We got a slave in the field and he's out there eating the crop. Send the whip over.
Breaker
No, I came in to the end of the video where you were talking about the shooting in by the Capitol, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't hear that on CNN. I promise you that.
Oh, they're not going to show that kind of stuff, though. They really aren't, because they don't want to show the ugliness of what's going on. You know, all the rioting that's still happening in the city, in what is it, Seattle and
Portland.
Portland.
Yes.
Did you have any of y'all heard of Operation Lost Angels?
Lost what? Beatles?
Lost Angels?
No.
See?
No.
That was the Department Trump's his final act as president. The Department of Justice, they found 33 kids in Los Angeles, rescued them.
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't know that was called an operation, but I did hear about the 33 children. Yeah.
Yeah, Operation Lost Angels. You don't hear about that on the mainstream. I had a live stream about it last night.
No, you're not going to hear that. You're not.
No, you're obviously not going to see anything that doesn't make the left look good.
Oh yeah. They don't want anything.
If it doesn't follow their narrative, they're not going to stream it or cover it, because why would they? It just makes them look bad.
Yeah, God forbid they look bad, right? You know, they want to look in the mirror and see something other than zombies, the boogeyman. I mean, but it's a testament, man. They're wicked people. They're wicked, period.
Nope. Yeah, they don't. That's because when they find those Pedro files in their cities, bro, they're usually Pedro files. When they find those traffickers, they're usually Pedro files. And that's the sad thing about it, is they don't want people to know the positivity of the work that President Trump and Ivanka Trump did. Because that was one of the Ivanka Trump's big things. If you guys remember, she gave like $22 million to start a coalition where they could actually help these women and children get back on their feet, get them jobs for these women that have been victims. None of that was used. And what disappointed me about President Trump, man, is he didn't utilize any of that in his campaign. I'm about to go up that hill. That hill.
I mean, I'm with you on that. I sent that email, Floki, but I'm gonna send it again. Here we go. Yep, I'm gonna send it again. And I'm going to use this one as my link too, because I'm going to put this in my spreadsheet. All right, Floki, it's in the air, brother. Yep, he didn't use it, and he still kicked butt. So it was something that they didn't want glory from. You know, they didn't want the glory from it. They wanted to do the work, and that's the sign of true leadership. He didn't want any glory, man. He just wanted to do his part to bring an end to one of the most ridiculous, evil, most debaucherous practices, you know, in our world today.
Yeah. I wish he would have, man, because it would have been a high. trying to get up that hill. Up that hill. Come on,
Yeah,
Bear.
get up there, baby. Get up there.
Bro, let me show you how steep this hill is. You don't see how
Let
steep
me see.
this hill is?
What in the world is this fool doing?
Look at that.
You froze.
I froze. Am I
Yes.
back?
Nope. You're gone. He'll be back. Waiting on Floki. Oh, he's back. Oh, that's Floki. Welcome
I
to the
think
story,
it's really,
Floki.
really funny. So for me, I have majority of my family are Democrats or far leftist. I'm kind of the oddball, and I think it's funny that my sister basically said, and she was talking about Trump specifically, she said, "I don't want a president who's going to control what I do."
What?
That made me stop and think for a minute. Like, wait, what? Are you sure you're talking about the right president here?
I think she made a mistake. What's going on, Floki?
It's a big ass.
I think maybe Bear's going to have a heart attack there. Hey, I'm sure I can find a couple pit bulls. Maybe we can turn them out behind you and kind of, give you motivation, Bear.
Well, here's the thing, guys, is I live in the county. I live in El Paso County, the actual countryside of it. Dude, there's no leash law here. So, dude, there's pit bulls here. I just hope they're behind gates.
Just hope they're behind gates. No,
It's
like
crazy.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Yeah, I come from, if y'all haven't seen the picture of my German Shepherd I had a very large white German Shepherd. And I was brought up, you keep your dogs put up. You know what I mean? You don't let them run wild.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And had a heck of a time with the people that live across the creek because they got 2 pits and, they let them go around and terrorize the neighborhood and kill the smaller dogs. And, yeah, that didn't work too well with my shepherd. He put them in their place. But
I have an electric fence, like a buried electric fence around my yard for my dogs because I don't have a full gate area. But they run free, and then at night I put them away because that's usually when the dogs are out in the streets. I have 2 German Shepherds too.
That's not really running free. I mean, they're still contained. But I mean, these people just let them go crazy, man. They've killed 2 dogs up the holler or down the holler, and tear people's trash up, and it just awful. But yeah, Greg, like you and I were talking here a little bit ago, I mean, yeah, we definitely need to work on getting people into groups to gather up, you know what I'm saying, just to live.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. And I think there's a lot of people there too. And I think we can do it. I believe it. I believe we can make it happen. I believe we're going to. It's going to be one hell of a task and a journey, but it's not something that can't be accomplished.
Yeah, you're right.
We've overcome greater obstacles in the past. We know how to overcome, and we just need each other to make it happen. And again, that's why I'm here. That's why we're going to do what we're going to do tonight. It's just going to be the beginning of many things that we do together as a family. And we're going to make some plans and we're going to execute them one by one. We're not going to try to bite off more than we can chew. We're going to execute them one by one.
Right. But yeah, you know, and like you were talking about the Constitution, and that's what I was trying to explain to Hillbilly one night on one of the lives. They have been circumventing the Constitution for years. You know, a good example is the 2A amendment. You know, it says, you know, your rights shall not be infringed. It doesn't say, well, as long as you're not charged with domestic violence or charged with a felony. It says shall not.
See, with that, they the left, the Congress people and the senators, what they do is they debate over a fucking comma.
Right.
They debate over a fucking comma. Who in the right mind debates over a fucking comma? And can I say one thing about your little thing down there, Greg?
What little thing? Oh, yeah.
About your banner?
Yeah.
So, these motherfuckers, excuse my language, are going around the sniffer preaching unity. Dude, if he really wanted to unite this country, bro, he would stop this impeachment bullshit that's going to piss off 75 million Americans who actually voted for Donald J. Trump. Instead, he went on CNN saying that it needs to be done. Motherfucker, you are such a fucking compulsive liar. I mean, don't sit there and tell us that you want to unite this country and then try to impeach a private citizen now. That's bullcrap. But I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do it simply for the fact that he can't run in 2024 and beat that ass.
Breaker 19. We've got a Trump supporter. 2 miles, 2 clicks on the north side border of the Colorado River. He's walking up a mountain. You can't miss him. Over.
I got La Migra behind me.
Mega.
But that's the thing, man. If you really wanted to unite this country, bro, Joe Biden should have came out, the sniffer, and said, let's put an end to this. He's already out of office. We won. We own the House and the Senate. Let's stop and let's try to unite. But no, this dude is sitting there saying, oh, it needs to happen. Motherfucker, you want to piss off? Dude, if he gets convicted, every one of those Republican senators that votes yay on conviction, they're going to get primaried and they're going to lose. They're going to lose bad because they're already going after Liz Cheney, which is one of the third strongest Republican in the House and the Senate. So they're already going after her. They will primary your ass. That's a warning to any Republican that's going to vote yes on conviction.
All right, here we go. Warrior Z is in the house.
She's a. Oh shit.
Hey! Hello, good morning. Welcome back to down. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Room.
You sound like a robot.
Track and everything. How about now?
You sound good now. You don't sound like a 56K modem.
No, you sound good.
Does he? Okay, I just came to interrupt Greg and confuse him and throw him off because I need to say this. Greg, Bear, we're so proud of you. You can do this. You got this. Remember, you're a Chicano. You could do anything. And not only that, you're the conservative bear. You're the drunk bear. You're Captain Coconut. You got this. Okay? I'm very proud of you. And walk an extra 10 miles for me.
Hey, look, we have to include into that Fit Bear.
Fit Bear, that's it.
God damn.
We have.
Bro, how many?
On down. not something else.
Okay.
Bro, bear.
You got to come back, Warrior. You're breaking up real bad, sis.
Bro, how many aliens do I have now, man?
Okay.
Holy cow.
Bear,
You have a ton of them. Let me bring it back. Let me see. Okay, let's see.
How many aliases do I have?
On the screen or off screen?
trust me, Bear, you'll know when the feds come to visit you, because they'll have every name.
Every last one of them.
That's right. And then some.
So you're like, are you the conservative bear?
Put money in.
Oh man, I can't.
I'm
hear.
on that hill again, just so you guys know.
Get it back. I can't hear you, sis.
What I was going to say, Bear, is to touch on what you were saying. And Greg and I just talked about this a little bit ago. Everybody's talking about, well, we need to get people into office that are actually going to do something for the people. But, and this is just my opinion now. From what the election taught me was they're only going to allow us to elect who they choose. And we might get our foot in the door in local and state, city and state politics, but you're not going to get much farther in there unless you're in with that clique.
Yes. Yes.
And that's just my observation of it. You know, I'm not, trying to say, people are wrong. That's my observation. Because I don't think they really want to go through another Trump presidency. I don't think that
No, they were crossing at the mouth the whole time he was in office to begin with. I mean, every time Pelosi was talking, I swear she was going to have an aneurysm with the way she looked at it. I mean, her vein bulged out of her head every time she had to talk about Trump.
Oh, yeah, it's Trump derangement syndrome is real.
Oh, absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah, it's real.
I mean, Pelosi's a good example. I mean, this woman cares about nothing but her bank account.
Yeah.
And that's all she cares about.
That was really evident when she was sitting in her really nice house with all the ice cream that she had.
Yes. Well, that's like now she just bought a bunch of shares of Tesla.
Knowing that they were going to switch over to electric vehicles.
Exactly. So isn't that a conflict of interest?
It's also a insider trading, which is against the federal law, but you can't be charged with that as a senator. There's a loophole. And that's the Republicans' fault, because Republicans allowed it to go in when Newt Gingrich was Speaker of the House. Newt Gingrich is the one who made it all about the money. That's why I sit there and I condemn both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, it's...
Sorry, guys, I'm out of breath.
It's all good, brother. So, hey, we see you working, man. We see you working.
So, there was a press conference here in Wisconsin, and basically Biden, his first day in office, killed tens of thousands of jobs in the state of Wisconsin alone.
11,000 jobs by one swipe of a pen over the Keystone Pipeline.
I've heard by the time it all works out, one of the pipeline spokesmen said that it would end up being about 160 to 170,000 jobs lost.
Do you know what state he just fucked over? You know what state he just fucked over royally? New Mexico. He closed fracking on federal properties, and I think they said 46% of all fracking done in New Mexico is on federal properties. $249,000 jobs lost. And you know what, New Mexico? You deserve every minute of every freaking lost job because your dumbass voted for the sniffer.
That's right. Well, I mean, even Canada's furious about it.
Absolutely.
But, you know, Canada's... Canada... Go ahead.
It's sad because, like, I've seen so many Twitter posts about how their lives because of their being directly affected by his executive orders because of all these people that are losing their jobs. It's like, really?
Well, I know.
They worked so hard to get all these jobs, and now all of a sudden they're just gonna disappear.
Well, here's the thing. There were back in November, on November 4th, a lot of the jobs in the fracking business were already starting to lay off people after Joe Biden was chosen as the winner because they knew this was going to happen. Now we're going to start importing more oil in from Saudi Arabia and all these terrorist countries. And now we're basically screwed. Our gas prices are going to go up to like $5, $6 a gallon, I'm guessing, because, especially in California, because of the fact that they're not going to be fracking here more in the United States. And Saudi Arabia and those terrorist countries are going to be able to control every asset that we have going into the from oil. We're not going to be energy sufficient on our own anymore because of what they're doing with all these executive orders. Think about it: 246,000 jobs gone in New Mexico, like that. It's like freaking. It's like he's Thanos, man, and he's like, jobs gone.
And their attitude was, well, you can just go get jobs making solar panels.
Or learn to code. Remember learn to code?
Yeah.
Learn to code. Mine for crypto.
I mean, it's depressing. And the way he's rolling back Trump legislation, that's just going to take all the big businesses right back out of the states and put them into other countries.
Yep.
So.
Well, you remember when Trump signed
80 million people voted for this. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in perspective.
Yeah, I don't think 80 million, but that's my opinion.
No, I'm just saying, supposedly this guy got over 80 million votes.
Go ahead, Bear.
All right, guys, I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna go take a shower. If I could say one thing, man, if you
Stinky Bear.
if you want to go and reach for something that you want to achieve, man, all you have to do is go out there and do it, man. Because I'm showing you guys, man, anything's possible if you just set your mind to it. So have a good day. God bless, and as always, deuces.
Deuces
out.
See you, Bear.
But yeah, it's crazy, and it's just going to get worse.
That's
a fact.
And the bad thing is, all these city people. I mean, I'm not meaning this in an ill way, but city people are going to get screwed worse than country people are.
Yes.
You know, they're not the ones that are used to, making something out of nothing. And when I say that is, how many, know how to can, how many know how to live off the land. It just, and it's sad. Because then the ones that live in the country are going to have to fight off the ones from the city.
Yeah.
And it just makes for a real hostile environment. And again, it's created.
Yep.
It's by design.
Yeah. Because then they'll say, well, you got more food than what you need, so we need to take it from you and give it to these needy people.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't be needy if you didn't screw everybody.
Exactly. So look, how about we get a good laugh? Can we get a good laugh?
Why does Bill Gates need 240?
Yeah, I need a good laugh, and I'm sure you are going to like this. I'm gonna laugh. Absolutely. So let me.
What?
Huh?
Why does the computer guy need that?
My husband is sitting behind me, and he said that Bill Gates now owns 243 acres of land.
242,000.
Or 242,000 acres of land. Why does he need all that? Why? I
So
know
he can
why.
regulate. I mean, so they can regulate food. See, they want to have food for
Exactly.
themselves. Not to mention these vaults of seed that they have in Antarctica. Gates, the whole Bilderberg group, even Oprah made investments into this, this vault where they keep natural seed after Monsanto, and their government regulations establish that you can't, keep your own seed anymore. So yeah, they want to make sure that they're taken care of. Let's get a good laugh. Let's look at this and trip for a minute. This is hilarious. Pizzagate. Clouds are us. Kamala girls. I love it. Planet Pedo Wood.
Have a time.
All right, people. Laugh of the day for me. Hilarious.
Definitely.
Hilarious.
Except for Pelosi's bar, she'd go broke.
Well, yeah, she was kind of down there crawling on her knees trying to look sexy, but she was looking like she was kind of slithering.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, I got to find this. This is going to be funny. But yeah, man, it was funny, but it was accurate at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to see.
There's a video of a someone from the Catholic Church, one of the priests talking on a video I saw here a little bit ago, and he laid it on the line. If I can find it again, I'll send it to you, Greg.
Okay.
But, you know, and it all comes back to the New World Order. You know, they want a one world government to stand over us.
Right.
And that's exactly what they're working. And this plan has been in preparation for years and years and years. Getting their people in the right jobs, the right political places, education, industry. And a lot of it is the rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he pretty much calls them all out on it.
Well, I mean, at this point, calling them out, you know, that's not getting us anywhere.
No.
But
No,
thank
it's
God
not.
for the people who aren't afraid to speak out, even though they know that they're going to be, you know, brought under serious fire, you know, for speaking out. But again, God bless those courageous Americans who are willing to lay it all down and put it on the line for the sake of our freedom and for the sake of keeping the American people in the loop. I want to show you guys a rare baby photo of Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, Warrior. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you too.
Yeah. Here we go. Nancy Pelosi as a baby. Hold on. Oh God, yes. There's baby Nancy.
That's right.
Baby Nancy. She's so cute. Look at those ears. Oh my gosh. Hey Nancy. Hey. Hey, man.
Yeah, where I live, we shoot those things.
Yeah, yes, we definitely. Now I want to show you Maxine Waters and her twin. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Here's Maxine Waters and her twin. We don't know which one it is. Bam!
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Predator.
God damn it. I mean, they are twins, man. Who knew that Predator was Nancy Pelosi's twin?
Right.
God almighty. Who knew that? Whoa. Whew. I didn't know. I mean, these are the things you discover as you search the internet. You know, I never knew they were twins. I swear I didn't. I didn't know that.
You mean there's two of them? Oh, Lord help us all.
Yeah, man. Gee, I mean, that's just the going thing. I'm trying to find this one amazing picture that one of my friends sent me. I thought this was, oh, here we go. Now I want to show you Nancy Pelosi and, you know, her Fit magazine. She's on the cover of the Fit magazine. I want to show you guys what Nancy looks like when she's at home exercising. Brace yourselves, people. Woo!
Oh man, that's enough to ruin my lunch I just had.
But isn't she beautiful? I mean, look at that figure, man.
Yeah, I've seen better heads on a mug of beer.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, Patriot woman? Come on.
I just got.
You didn't look. You don't need a bag, do you? A trash can or something. I'll help you.
Would need two of them. One on her and one on you in case hers falls off.
Oh God. Yeah. You know, just a few things that make you go, what happened?
Right.
What's really going on around here? I've got so much stuff, man, that my friends send me that I really never get a chance to take a look at. And when I do, you know, I think it's hilarious and I want to share it with the people. Here, look, oops. We'll see 25 feds come and Greg, you have been arrested for the funniest memes, but we have to arrest you. Yeah, that would be tragic but honorable at the same time.
Yeah, I think we've all pretty much got the attitude that, yeah, it wouldn't end well.
Yeah, I think we know that. Just for the record, I believe one of the brothers was saying that the moderators need to be moderated. I'm not sure what's I don't know what's going on over there, but hopefully somebody will inform me about what's going on here. Let me see here. Yeah, what mod needs to be moderated? I believe that's what it says here. What mod needs to be moderated? Don't need that in this house. We're all a family here. Not sure what that's about. Hopefully, if somebody has some info, they will let me know. Because we don't really have room for spatting and nonsense over here. We don't want to do that. We want to keep things respectful. We want to keep it family. And that's what we do. Okay. Now, just for the record, I do want to go across these emails, make sure they're right, but I don't want to do that here. So I'm going to end this. Matter of fact, this is what I'll do. I will. Let me see. I already have a few emails that are right at something at mail.com. I don't know what that is. But anyway, let me check that out. I want to make sure I have everybody's email correct.
Greg,
Yes.
I just got home.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you go. I will catch up with you in a little bit.
Okay.
So,
All right, sis. Thanks for hanging out.
Absolutely.
Anytime. Anytime. Love you. Girl.
Give that baby a hug and a kiss for us.
Yes.
We will. I know
right, we'll see you later.
I'm planning my stream for Friday or Saturday night. It just depends right now.
Okay.
It might be one of those 13-hour things.
Well, listen, I'm down. Okay? Just so you know. I'm down.
Oh, I know.
All right. Go take care of that beautiful boy of yours.
Who's never crabby.
Bye.
Chill. Oh, shut up. There we go. All right, Floki. Let's see what we're working with. I got to make sure I got this thing right here.
Just be sure you use the lowercase on your emails.
Okay. Yeah. See, I just got that right. I had to correct that. Okay. Because I didn't do it right. So let's get over here. Hell no. This is what we're going to do. Again, I just wanted to get up here today. God dang it. And share with you what was on my mind and to touch base. Everybody, again, that wants to be in the meeting tonight, if you have not sent me your email, please send me your email and we will have you in. We're going to do this via Zoom. Everybody will get a link around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know the other time zones. You guys are way smarter than I am. So be on the lookout for that. And if you did send the email and I didn't get it right, when we're in the meeting, you can still send me the information again, and I will get it updated in my little spreadsheet that I have been fervently working on with some help, because spreadsheets is not my thing. So I'm going to sign off. Floki, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk tonight.
Okay.
And we'll just use everything we have to build what we need to build. So love you guys. Remember, watch your speech, or you may hear this.
Breaker 19. We got a bunch of Trump supporters, gangbangers, white supremacists, even though they look like they're different colors. They're all down here. They're parading around the perimeter, and we need to move in now.
Right.
Jesus Christ the Lord. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm signing off. I love you guys. Peace. Stay American.